Here it is, the recipe to G's Peach Cobbler. So, here are the ingredients that you're going to need for this recipe. To make things easier, I already peeled and quartered my peaches the day prior. Now before you start to do anything else in this video, you want to make sure you preheat that oven at 375, and then by that time, you're going to start getting your ingredients put together. In a separate bowl, you're going to want to get your 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, your 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half cup of the remaining sugar, and then the 1.5 cups of milk. You're going to whisk this mixture until smooth. So I'll explain ahead of time that the butters you have set aside, you're going to portion to 1/4 cup each. And then you're going to place those on an already greased baking pan and then set those into the oven just to melt. After they are done melting, take them out of the oven, let cool for a little bit, and then you're going to gradually pour the batter into the butter mixture. After pouring the batter, now is to place amongst the peaches, which I had already seasoned with the cinnamon and sugar beforehand. Now I did actually have a lot of peaches left over, which is fine because you'd rather have a little bit more to play with than have afterwards than not have enough. After adding the peaches, then you're going to place in the oven for 45 minutes to bake. Now I will say ahead of time that when it reaches half the duration of baking, you're going to rotate the pan so that it bakes evenly throughout, as such. If you plan to add a streusel topping, which I highly recommend, these are the ingredients that goes into it, which after incorporating should come out to a crumbly texture like this. And then when you're ready to add, you add it at the last 10 minutes of baking. After the last 10 minutes of baking, you could then set your peach cobbler on a baking rack to cool. This is the finished result. A little light crumble, soft texture, and I wonder what our special guest thinks.
Cracky approves.